Hello, lovely. I'm Lynn. Jane is not with me this weekend, recording. She had some health issues this week, so I'll let her talk about that more when she's back if she so desires. Today is Saturday, March 15th, as I'm recording this, and today I am looking at Susie Wiles, the White House Chief of Staff, also known as the Felons Wrangler. That is my name given to her. I could be very, very wrong. Anyway, so uh, just to be sure that this is clear, tarot and oracle readings are for entertainment purposes only. Any statements made during this video are alleged. I could be wrong. All right. Um, anyway, so I want to do a reading on Susie Wiles to get to know her better. She's kind of been that quiet entity behind the scenes that we don't ever get to see in front of the camera or get to know much about. So, at the heart of the reading is the magician. And I suspect everybody around the felon who has to go through her or who understands how well she, like I said, wrangles him, how she keeps him in line, how she controls him. And I think they all think that she's got that magical touch. Crossed by the King of Wands, the person who gets things done and probably also needs to be wrangled. So I suspect that her biggest challenge is him. At the base of the reading is a Five of Wands, conflict and fights and that type of thing, and chaos. Certainly a always a concern when it comes to the felon. Passing away is the Three of Wands, and this is that desire to become more, to have more stature. Like this card says level up, but there's more meaning to it than that. It's the it's the desire to have a name, um, and a position that is one of respect. Unfortunately, she's working in the felons administration, so ETTD, we'll see. The overarching energy is the Two of Cups, which is a partnership and alliances. Coming to bear is the Page of Coins. And the Page of Coins, messages about either physical or financial health. And I'm, oh wow, I feel like it is physical health. Let's keep going. Um, Herself is the Ten of Cups, and this is a woman who is very well connected in politics and is very well respected for her connections and her work. But she's also not gotten there by sitting on her laurels. She has worked hard. She has done what it takes to get ahead. She's very smart. That said, her hopes and fears of the future is the Six of Cups, and she fears the past. I mean, kind of really, who doesn't? Because there's always something in somebody's past, unless you've lived in a bubble under a rock. Everybody has something in their past they don't want brought out. But I feel like, maybe there's something really big there that she's really I feel like that's a big part of the reason why she doesn't love being in front of the camera. And the 0 to 3 month outcome is the high priestess. This is a woman. She knows a lot. She knows how to get things done, but also she knows secrets. And those secrets are part of the reason why she has so many good connections. Um, sh- she's she's a secret keeper. People see her as the vault. Like information goes in and doesn't come back out. Perhaps until she needs it. I don't know. Certainly a possibility. In the 3 to 6 month, um, in the 3 to 6 month row, we have the Ten of Coins. She is seen as a very valuable person in in the felon's administration. In her youth, she had a lot of ambition, and yet she has a past, and it's something that could come back and bite her. Her concern, her hopes and fears of the future, she wants to be financially stable, not necessarily wealthy, but certainly stable. And she fears not being financially stable. And yet, in the 3 to 6 month, excuse me, in the 3 to 6 month period, she could very well walk away from everything happening now. It could be overwhelming for her, and she could just say, "Nope, I'm done." And then in the 6 to 12 month, she's feeling like she got taken for a fool. And she's pretty defensive about it. But she has all of that knowledge back here. Sorry, the light's shining on that. The knowledge, and she's going to use it for leverage. She's not going to get taken down by somebody who didn't deserve her. But ultimately, there's a pretty harsh ending. All right. I want to, I'm going to pause for a moment and shuffle, and I'm going to read the other side, the oracle side of this same deck. And I'm so sorry. Surprise, surprise. I'm using a Trish James oracle deck. This is the Stardust Shadows Tarot Oracle combination. And one side is tarot. You can see that's Page of Coins. And the other side is oracle. So anyway, let me shuffle. Let me pull some oracle cards out for Susie Wiles, and I'll be right back. Hold, please. Okay, so once again, the way I go through the cards, in on this round, the pink side is what's up, and so I held the cards like this, closed my eyes, I went through them, yes, no, from my spirit guides, and dropped pulled out what they said yes to. Like, it's really hard to tell you. I'm looking at this and I'm like, if I'm, wow, truly amazing cards. every time I use them, without fail so far, knock on wood, I get this kind of outcome. Let me pull that over a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. So I pulled out 7 cards and mm, as I'm looking at this, so this top card here says transfer of power and duties. And I feel like this is what I'm not sure if this is the transfer of power and duties of her coming into the felons administration or what's going to happen as she leaves. I suspect it's the as she leaves. On the back side of this, it is the Queen of Wands. Please note fierce and that dragon that's with her, pink and black dragon. If you can see the dragon's face, there we go. Look at that. Those teeth are kind of scary. I like to look at what is under the shadow energy. And I feel like this is her leaving. And what motivated that is this side of her being a fierce woman. But I think she leaves because it's not what she expected. I think they're asking her to make corrupted choices, whether that be gaining things that she should not be, like acquiring things that she doesn't want to be involved with in a way she doesn't want to have come out. So she's being asked to do things in a covert manner. And that's of all the people around the felon, she might be one of the few ethical folks on his team. That's saying a whole lot because he doesn't when he picks them simply because they aren't particularly ethical. And I don't know how she came into his orbit, but there she is. Um, for these 2 cards, I'm suspecting that she's collecting that information and sticking by the job, even though it's quite the burden for her. And here we have that connections card again on the other side. this side, the oracle side, is future foretelling prediction. Part of the reason why I said that she was one of the people chosen is because she behaves. My sense is that she is the vault. Information goes in, information stays in. Information does not come back out unless she needs to use it for her advantage. But I wonder if she knew going in exactly what she was getting into and is there as a mole. Like she's collecting information that will be her. It will be her. Um, I don't want to say get out of jail. That's not at all what I'm feeling. But it's like her. Mm, like she's collecting the information and just documenting. And part of it is her own level of protection. She knows how vicious politics are. And yet this has an entirely different sense to it. Like, I think that she wants him. I think she wants him to have justice, to face justice. And that's part of the reason why she's there. And perhaps acting as a mole. I asked my spirit guides to give me a couple more cards to elaborate on this. Whatever happens, she might be in some form or matter disciplined, but ultimately she does not go to jail. And that's because she talked. She might talk about more than one person that she's worked for. Okay, well, I think I'm going to leave it. I'm working on getting through all the people in Trump's immediate or orbit, 45's immediate orbit. I'm trying not to use their proper names. Darn it, the accounts that use the proper names are being suppressed. And so that's why we're all, if you watch this channel and others, that's why we're all using alternate names. Because, none of us, the owner of Google and YouTube, um, gave a good deal of money to 45 and his certainly the inauguration party, but possibly also the campaign. I don't know that for sure, so maybe I should not have said that. But um, anyway, so it's about I want our videos out there. I want community. I want to build community here, and we're still small. And I don't want to have somebody put brakes on me for saying something incorrect. So anyway, okay. That's a very interesting read. I hope you enjoyed it. Um, I appreciate your watching the video. And as Jane always says, you're made of stardust and magic. You're far more powerful than you realize, and you are profoundly loved. Everybody here is welcome. Be kind. Do something nice for somebody this week. Doesn't have to be anything big. Let somebody drive in front of you trying to get out of a parking lot. Just any random act of kindness. Drop a piece of candy on somebody's desk who, if you work in an office, that was, presumptive. But just do something nice this week. You'll know exactly what the right thing to do is in the right moment. You'll know. And if you can do more than one kind, why not? All right. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for staying to the end. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye now.